Theme of the release is a rehearsal of a UFO invasion or a directional weapon burned Los Angeles. Perhaps we should start with the beginning of the fire. It can be seen that it was localized in several places, after which a sharp wind rose. I checked the California weather reports for the beginning of January on the internet. No powerful winds, no storms were expected. The wind is 2 to 3 meters per second, no more. But here's what we see in this video. And here the hurricane wind is about 200 meters per second. This video shows the movement of an object. And here you can see some lights in the sky of unknown origin. And in this photo, the houses burned to the ground, but look at how the trees stand, as if a forest plantation. Does this happen? It's similar to past fires in Hawaii. Let's compare it. When I first saw the image of the devastating fire on Maui, my first thought was, is this reality or a simulation? For example, Tesla has software that can transform a real image into a modulated image and instruct computers to simulate the same environment during, for example, a snowstorm. In addition, there is artificial intelligence software that allows you to create completely digital and non-existent environments. The latest technology is based on the language model of artificial intelligence. A similar part is G5, and I provide standardization of all software for creating a digital world of artificial intelligence. For example, the company NVIDIA not only creates supercomputers, but also standardizes the world of modeling software. Thus, it is possible to use a language model to create digital worlds indistinguishable from real worlds. In other words, you can tell the computer in one sentence what you want to create and what it should look like. Artificial intelligence can then use any existing software to combine or create a digital reality. HVideo has combined all these software models into an open universal standard for describing scenes based on a language model. This language model allows you to search in a global graphical database of the real world, that is, a digitized image of real-world films, and allows you to create digital settings using oral or written speech without a single piece of code. It reminded me of the movie 2010 Year, The Beginning, which tells about life in a simulation that seems realistic, and shows the architect's efforts to create a virtual reality with several. This is especially reminiscent of the famous quote, "I need an architect." In the next scene, you can see how this should lead to a dream in a dream, and in a dream based on created virtual realities, through a language model. So, theoretically, we can say that the fire on Maui could have been completely digital, that is, it was generated by artificial intelligence. Ask how? Well, all you need is an original image of drones and videos from the streets. For example, from Google, the OpenUst model from NVIDIA, and sufficient computing power. Today, this is already possible on a regular PC. Then you instruct the artificial intelligence software to create a fire, and then show the burned houses and destroyed streets. Of course, the software may not prescribe everything. And then there will be whole unburned blue umbrellas next to melted cars and houses, like in the photo. In fact, you can conduct real-time interviews with people anywhere and let the software adjust the background to make it look like you're standing in a scorched area. For example, in the Netherlands, there is a possibility of a double blow to farms that are allegedly forced to leave here because of nitrogen problems, and which will soon be allowed to build a megafarm there. Everything revolves around a great agenda that can only be realized through fear and scarcity. In principle, it is also possible to create digital fire scenes for a small one. But the question is how to sell it to local residents. The answer may be to completely disconnect the connection. This would mean that the real information would not get from there to here and vice versa. Technically, this should be possible, since all communications are in the hands of large technology companies. Another possibility is that you have already bribed an hour of the population with rosy promises of the future, and used this part of the population to create commercials for the desired opposition tone. The third possibility is that it really was done with the help of a directed energy weapon. What is also noticeable around Maui is that the symbolism of the fiery phoenix was again noticeable there. In addition, the fiery phoenix is depicted on the logo of the state of Hawaii. If you want to know whether we are dealing here with a false reality created around Maui, whether it is exclusively images created using artificial intelligence software, or a catastrophe, whether it was caused by a directed energy weapon, you can answer this question yourself. In any case, this is an omen of the coming moment of the fiery phoenix. Yes, Jeff Bezos and Oprah are probably already ready to buy up the country. And BlackRock might throw in some money to help them realize their wet dream of 15-minute cities. But that won't happen until the fiery phoenix moment happens.
The fire in Hawaii has become the deadliest in the last 100 years. According to the latest data, the disaster on the island of Maui claimed the lives of 93 people. The city of Loavino, with a population of 13,000 people, burned down.
Never, ever, ever seen anything like this. I've been living here for 6 years. There's so much smoke that it is blocking the sun. You can actually see it.